If the circle them, this could also embark the comeback story, something that we also witnessed in round number 3. But Mogo Esports still playing around the edges. This time, they want to head in through that northern route and have decided to change vehicles. Did they run out of gas? Whatever the case is, now they're moving in together.
And I want to see Mogo Esports actually taking those fights, right? Enough of that edge of the circle gameplay. They know, as a matter of fact, that they are extremely successful when they leave S-Power to his own free roll, right? Let him move freely around the circle itself. Just try and get those openings because you've got enough players in terms of capabilities, like Delta, Justin, individually capable of destroying teams out there all by their own free will. I just want Mogo Esports to feel themselves once again inside of the game. But now look at this, extremely close towards Newman, and once again the circle deviating, puts Orangutan in the prime spot, but also Team 8-Bit, I believe for them this can be an opportunity fixes.
For Orangutan, they can hold on to these compounds, but not for long. I'm pretty sure the circle is going to shift away from them, and Team X-Park not really being quite careful there. Eventually, a couple of their players already taken down. And now, of course, those revivals will do come in. But for Mogo Esports, look at them already playing with fire, just trying to drive around with their vehicles. A fight against Silly Esports as Hydro and Delta, both of them already down on their feet. As Akshu from the backlines, he gets a couple of those trades. And look at this, Blind Esports out of nowhere. They also decide to charge in headfirst inside this fight.
Come at the time, come at the man once again. Team Blind Esports looking to third party this fight. But look at that, Team God's Reign. They're here as well. Evil still looking to scramble across those finishers, but Blind Esports, having collected 2, I think should have been extremely satisfied. Mogo Esports once again falling due to that late rotation once again. And I don't understand why Mogo Esports do not get back to their old ways of playing, but enough of them. We will see them in the next match. But as of now, Team Orangutan, they're also suffering the brunt of Newman X Forever. It seems like Newman Forever went from the northwestern part of the circle to the northeastern part, and now they are colliding against the top dogs. But talking about the top dogs, Team X-Park, they've taken down another squad in the likes of Team Inferno squad.
This time at the cost of Spray God though. But for Mogo Esports, that situation was quite unwarranted. They could do nothing about the fact that a lot of those teams were lurking around, and whilst they were rotating, they had to lock heads against the players of Silly Esports. And this is what the other teams were also eyeing out for. An opportunity to dive down, and that is what they did. Blind Esports, God's Reign, everybody meddled their toes. And as a result, a lot of those teams got eliminated. But for Carpe Diem, look at them. They are playing in uncharted waters. This is not what we have seen from their side. So far, not even a single finish to their name. And they are desperate for a big one.
Look at that, even their Igel has been taken down. But now, once again, the army swarms up. Phoenixes, they spot the likes of Team Blind. Once again, Blind open their firing lines as of now. The shots were taken, but Honey instantly decides to actually fall back. Now, for Phoenix Esports, they haven't really found any fighting stance so far in this battle so far, right? No covers whatsoever. The only piece that they can actually utilize is going to be their vehicles. But so far, it will be way too early to sacrifice these vehicles because too much to rotate and too much of the circle is yet to be captured. From the backlines, they also have to be careful about Team Limra and their presence as well, Fixes. And if does Blind decide to converge upon them, they will be in that massive sandwich situation between Limra, God's Reign and Blind.
So much migration is going to happen from that western side. So many of those teams are going to get themselves in. But look at Phoenix Esports. This time, they've spotted out the players of Team Limra, and this is a fight they want to see it till the very end. Gokul is aware of Cheyenne's position, and this grenade does dish out certain amount of damage, but not enough to put him down on the ground. But Phoenix Esports, at the very same time, Salty, they have to make a big decision. Do they really get out of here, get inside the circle? Because if they do, they're going to get backstabbed.
It will be extremely risky for Phoenix Esports to leave this fight and leapfrog inside the circle because on the course of doing that, I believe, a couple of their players can potentially get taken down. But now look at this. Beautiful stuff from Dragon OP once again. A long distance knock has been confirmed and Team Limra go in head first. Team TWOB, will they be given the time to actually come back in this game is going to be the question. Of course, Goku, look at the way he's charging in. The vehicle needs to be parked. A couple of bits of information over there. It's a 1v1, but from the backlines, he has been shot down. It's Cyrax who found the knock. Hesperos does find the trade. Team Limra, they are falling, but still They are keeping their hopes alive. The beacon of hope, Draganopi and Hesperos, they're still standing on their feet.
Still quite alienated were the players of TWOB, as a result of which Cyrix could not really get in due time to provide that cover fire. But Team Limra, putting everything, every chips they had, were on stake and somehow have managed to survive the onslaught. Over here right now, God's Rain taking on the players of Team Blind as Altu, he goes down on his knees. Evil from the backlines, he's going to be there to provide that cover fire. But Phantom and Fury still alive. I still fancy God Rain's chances.
Absolutely. Talk about Phantom though. It seems like he has decided to fall back from that fight, sacrificing the Altu and Venom who is down under. Talk about Numinex forever. They are going hot and heavy currently. Even Carpe DM has been eliminated by the likes of Medal Esports. But talk about Godstrain, they are not stopping. The first man has been found. Mafia, I believe his finish might just get confirmed with this airstrike once again. Lovely stuff coming in from Godstrain. Not taking a step back, but taking the fight to Newman. This is the approach that we want. But Numinex forever, they're actually fighting someone else. And that is going to be Team Orangutan. AKOP once again has fallen, and the rest of the three players, it will be extremely important for them to fight a comeback, but they have been sized in that small pocket of space fixes. What can they do?
So many of those heat-seeking missiles being deployed at the players of Orangutan as Omega. He found yet another opening there. And as of now, Wizgod on the backlines. He's engulfed himself in that murky smoke, but for how long? That is the big question. As Atanki decides to back off, decides to get that revive injected. But for now, 8-bit also from the nearby fray, they decide to take down a couple of players of OG. A very important game for Team 8-bit. A very important one for the likes of Team Bliss. But who comes out as the victor? Still, we have no idea what is going to happen next.
My eyes were pinned down on Evil. We wanted Team Blind to make that comeback. They had 8 elimination points, but it seems like they have been taken down. Numinex forever once again, just chiming in and showing what they've got in store. And once again, it's that lovely duo, Ash and Omega. They've got both the best from the both worlds as of now. Ash in terms of positioning. You've got Omega who can also shoot down players. Team Bliss themselves have had 7 finishes in their arsenal, and they have that lovely position inside the circle fixes. All of their 4 players are alive. 1 player in the backline to try and guard down any outliers. Possibly can be Medal Esports. But the fight between Numinex forever and Orangutan, it's still everlasting. It seems like it's never going to end. But can potentially end right now if Atanki gets ambushed by Ovish and Ash.
He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And he knows that it's just mere seconds before he meets his demise. And there you have it. One good grenade coming in from Juicy. But look at this. Ash out of nowhere decides to also bounce inside that particular situation. And for 8-bit, a few more finishes coming their way. They've got those lower grounds to play along with and have a lot of grenades to actually work this out.
This is Heritage from Team 8-bit once again, always showing their class in the first game of the day. And just leading the charge from the front lines. Look at this, they're trying to push back Numinex forever from that little space. And out of nowhere, Team 8-bit, they've actually built a lot of space for themselves. Now they can eventually move out a little bit in the freedom lines, but talking about Bliss Esports, I believe they want to counteract both Newman and 8-bit. Look at this, Newman, they are being pressured. It's just Ash who is still surviving, and this nade might just actually finish entirety of Newman Gaming.
But look at Omega, he still decides to fight back over there as AJ gets taken down. Turbo, he is putting his life on the line, decides to just drive by, spots out Omega and Ash's position, and has all that information relayed. As Eggy, he has also been taken down in that situation, which gives Team 8-bit that golden window of opportunity to strike inside this fight.
They certainly will strike, right? And of course, the first striking line is going to be Juicy. With the buggy, he does dash in, the nades do come in. Newman have been pinned down so far. They cannot move. The explosions, will they cause some problem is going to be the question. Bliss from the backlines, I love the way they have been taking control of this fight, and they can actually hit 8-bit exactly where it hurts. And I believe Team 8-bit realized that, and that is one of the reasons why they've tasked Juicy to keep Team Bliss in check.
I love how Team Bliss disengaged in that particular situation. They realized that 8-bit, they're advancing towards the likes of Newman forever, and now with Omega already taken down, Ash, he's the lonesome survivor for his team. Juicy, he gets that confirmation over there. As now Team Bliss and Team 8-bit, both of them desperate for those points, and now the final 2 remain.
It does begin with that one dash, right? It's a 4v3, but for Team Bliss, I believe it is going to be the biggest problem in the name of Juicy right now. 3 players. They do not have any piece of cover, but I believe Turbo on his buggy can provide so much information to the rest of the players. But what are they going to do? Age is going to fall. Team 8-bit, they slowly are proceeding for the chicken dinner once again. It's going to be Juicy in the front lines, but he gets knocked down by Sam once again. Look at that, Team 8-bit slowly and steadily, they are certainly falling. And Team Bliss, they desperately want the chicken dinner in their back fixes.
Sam is having his hero moment right now, taking down already 2 players of Team 8-bit, and now Mac and Mighty, they have to piece this one together as Mighty also falls. Sam on the cusp of proving and excelling in this particular fight in a 1v1 against Mac, and he's got on really low HP, but it is eventually, there you have it, Team Bliss. He's decided to do it, a 1v4 towards the end, and he pulls it off in style for Team Bliss, especially when the situation really arose. He stepped up to the situation.